Along with that, we're going to discuss about the organs which is responsible for pumping the blood throughout the body. That is your human heart. So we're going to discuss about the human heart as well. Right. So without any delay, we'll start with the blood, lymph, and everything. So I'm talking about the body fluids. You can ask me what is the main function of this body fluids? So the functions of the body fluids say it eliminates all the nitrogenous waste from the body, and also the intermediate metabolites you see the lactic acid, glycogen, and also this supplies the nutrients throughout the body, and also the nitrogenous waste like urea, uric acid, ammonia. These are all the toxic substances which has to be eliminated from the body. So the body fluids which plays a very important role. Along with that, it also playing very important role in transferring the respiratory gases. As you know, the respiratory gases are oxygen and carbon dioxide, right? So these are the main functions the body fluids, and also osmotic balance of the body, how the body is maintaining the osmotic balance, like the heat, the osmotic conditions is getting maintained throughout the body, right? This is because of the body fluids, that is the means of the blood and the lymph, right? So these are the main functions. So in this chapter, we're going to discuss about all the components that you could see in the blood, the lymph, and also you could see in the human heart as well. Fine. So first we'll start with the cardiovascular system. The cardiovascular system is a broad phenomenon. So what we're going to discuss in the cardiovascular system. As far as the cardiovascular system is concerned, we discuss about the heart first. That is the main circulatory organ which pump the blood throughout the body, the deoxygenated as well as oxygenated blood throughout the body. And also we discuss about the blood vessels. When we talk about the blood vessels, we categorize the blood vessels in three categories. That is your arteries, veins, and capillaries. Very shortly, we're going to discuss about arteries, veins, and capillaries, how we can differentiate these blood vessels. At last, we're going to discuss about the bloods, where we discuss the blood actually plasma. So we differentiate the blood into two categories, that is plasma and formed elements, right? So we're going to do this chapter, we're going to cover all these three areas, right? That is collectively together we call it as a cardiovascular system. So first we'll start with the cardiovascular system, that is your blood vessels. So as I told you already, the blood vessels. So what do you mean by the blood vessels? So when we talk about the blood vessels, I already categorized the blood vessels in forms actually. So one is artery, vein, and we have something called as capillaries. So you can ask me, what is the difference between this artery, vein, and a capillary, right? So first we want to differentiate this artery and the vein. So what is the main difference between the artery and vein? Of course, artery, veins, and capillaries, all these comes under the blood vessels, right? So when you come to the artery, right, the artery which is actually mainly classified is actually oxygenated, which transfer oxygenated blood, whereas a vein which transfers deoxygenated blood. Fine. And then this arteries which has got no valves actually. No valves are actually present in an artery, whereas in veins you can see the presence of the valves actually inside. And the third main difference when you could see between the arteries and veins as far as the blood pressure is concerned, we can also differentiate based on the blood pressure. Here in this case, arteries, you have the more blood pressure, the pressure is more. But in vein, where you could see the blood pressure is, that is a blood pressure is comparatively less in this case. So usually this is how the main differences that you can talk about arteries and veins, right? Oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. But you could see an exception also in detail when you talk about the heart structure. We'll be discussing about there is an exception where pulmonary artery, right? This carries a deoxygenated blood, and pulmonary vein, this carries oxygenated. That is only exception that you could see. But apart from this, in all other cases, you could see it's the one exception that you could see it's a vice versa condition that is actually prevailing. So these are the main difference. And the capillaries, when come to the capillary, so what is the main functions of capillary? So capillaries, which is actually like